You know the one thing we all take for granted? Time. How naive we all are for taking time for granted. How silly of us for thinking tomorrow and each day following will never end. See, for some reason, we're taught so many things in life but never taught about how fragile life can be. We live like tomorrow's always promised, but the truth is, one day, you'll wake up and it'll be your last day on earth. Your last time to see the sun rise, your last time to see your loved ones, your last time taking your final breath. But the one thing that cut deeper than your own mortality will be the day you lose the one person that gave you life, the one person that loved you more than life itself. And that, my God, is where this story begins. So for this story, I'ma take you back to a dark day. She was back in my younger days, but this wasn't just any day. I'm talking my special birthday. Now, as usual, every birthday, my parents would buy me one present, just as long as it's not expensive. Now, for this birthday, I wanted an NBA street basketball game. Okay, cool. My parents got to work, made a little extra money. We got to the store, bought a new game, got back to the crib, and bro and I started playing. But before leaving, my mother goes,
"Okay, you two, just remember, no gaming after 9 o'clock.
"Yes, Mom." Now, in our house, bedtime on the school days was 9 o'clock. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, I got my new game. I'm playing with big bro. It's the weekend. What could go wrong? Now, since my birthday was on a Saturday, bro and I stayed up all night perfecting our skills. Then we woke up the next day and ran it back. So fast forward, and it's Sunday night. My brother and I in our room playing. Then we hear my mother go,
"Time for bed, boys."
I look at the clock and it's 9 p.m. Dang, it's bedtime already? Oh man, I hate school. But not a big deal. We turn off the game, get to bed, mom and pops go to sleep. Everything's going according to plan. But here's the issue. See, your boy got hooked. Even worse, I can't play the game until Monday afternoon after finishing my homework and my chores. So I'm laying in bed and all I can think of was hooping. Dang, I want to play the game so bad. Wish I could. Hold up. So I go, "Psst, Lem, you asleep?" "No." "You trying to get beat?" "Psst, please, you can't beat me." "Bet." "Wait, we gotta make sure mom and dad are asleep." "All right, let's go take a look." So bro and I leave our room, walk all the way to my parents' bedroom, peeking, and find my mom and dad asleep. Now we're talking. So we snuck back into our room, turned on the TV, reduced the volume, put on the game, and started game. I'm talking putting in work. Yeah, folks, you suck. Boy, please. You only up a few points? So an hour goes by. We're playing the game. It's still before midnight. We got more than enough time to play the game, get to bed, and get some rest. So 2 hours goes by. Still going at it. Whoa. This is where everything went left. See, the one thing about me and bro, we're competitive. So halfway through the game, my brother starts talking trash.
Ha, you talk garbage. You butt my boy.
So now I started fuming. Dang, I gotta lock in. I'm sick of bro always winning. Meanwhile, my mother wakes up from bed, starts walking to the bathroom, but right before entering, she hears sounds coming from our room.
Nah, you cheating. Cheating? You mad cause you suck. Man, suck deep.
What is going on? I know the boys ain't playing the games after I told them not to.
So my mom leaves the room, starts walking towards us. Wait a minute, you hear that? Hear what? It's Mom. So she gets to the door, opens it, looks in, and finds us there asleep.
I know I heard these two playing the video game.
So my mom looks around the room, but everything looked fine. The TV was off, the game was shut down, bro and I were asleep. Maybe mom was tripping. Mom thought she was gonna catch us. Oh, we so smart. So she goes to close the door, but right before leaving, something in her mind goes,
Let me take a second look.
So she walked past our bed, gets to the front of the TV, looks closer, but everything looked good. So she turns around to leave, but right before leaving, her body accidentally rubs against the TV and console. Oh my God. See, the TV and consoles were red hot.
I knew it. No more video games for you two until school is over.
Now, hold up. Did this lady just say until school's over a whole semester? Dang! So I get up and go, that's not fair. We just got the game.
Didn't I tell you two not to play the game after bedtime?
Yes.
Now deal with the consequences.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what it is, but something deep in my soul started boiling. And oh my mama, I instantly go, I hate you.
What did you say?
I hate you.
Holy. Meanwhile, my dad's in his room, right? This man gets up and hears my behind yelling,
I hate you.
So my dad glanced into our room and goes, did I just hear you say you hate your mother? See, let me explain something to you. If there's one thing my father never allowed us to say is I can't and I hate. See, can't is for people who give up, but hate is a strong word. A word that no man should use unless they truly mean it. So my father looks deep into my eyes and goes, apologize to your mother. But I'm heated, right? But at the same time, this is Pops the boogeyman. So I go, sorry, Mom. Say it like you mean it. I'm sorry, Mom, for my hurtful words. I promise not to do it again. So I look at my mother and she had the saddest look in her face. See, you have to understand, my mother worked hard, sacrificed her life, her friends, her future for my brother and I to have a better life. So it cut deep in her heart hearing her own son using the word hate towards her. So my mother leaves the room, goes to bed with a broken heart. There was just my brother and I left with my father. And this man was living. So my dad takes a deep breath, calms down and goes, do you two know how lucky you are for having a loving mother? Yes. I don't think you understand. I wish I had a mother like yours. My whole life I've lived without a mother and I will give anything just to spend one more moment with her. See, if you didn't know, my father lost his mother at a very young age. But the one thing he never did was talk about how he lost her. But this was the moment he knew the time had come for him to talk to us about the loss of his mother. So my dad sat us down. I remember like it was just yesterday. My grandmother was ill, very ill. The doctors tried everything, but eventually they knew her time was coming to an end. And there's nothing more they could do for her. And as I was sitting there, waiting, praying all to myself, in the last moment, she called for me. I got next to her bedside. My mother looked at me with tears running from my eyes and said,
now, son, you have to stay strong. I'm sorry, but this is the end for me.
No, Mom, I'm not ready for you to go.
Always remember, I'll always be with you, right in your heart, okay? I love you, son.
I love you too, Mom. My whole life, I always believed what my mother said, that God would never abandon you at your lowest. But on this day, no matter how hard I prayed, no matter how many tears I shed, no one came. And it was that night that my angel was taken from me. So after I finished the story, I looked deep into my father's eyes and I can vividly remember this was my first time I seen my father cry. A strong man, a good man, who life dealt him the wrong hand. So my father looked both of us into our eyes and said, boys, always be good to your mother. Cherish her, because one day she'll be gone. And if you don't, you'll regret it forever. So my dad went to sleep, my brother and I got to bed, and from that day forward, I never used the word hate to no man. So before leaving, I'd like to leave you with a few last words. Never take time for granted. Value the simple things, family, friends, health, and more than anything, remember one day tomorrow won't just be another day. It will end up being the day that changes everything, and the day everything changes. So, moral of the story. Hate is too great of a burden to bear. It injures the hater more than it injures the hated.